Hey there everyone, Hanyou here, and welcome back to STEINS. Last episode we began, and part 1 of the prologue. This is probably going to be part 2. Who knows how long the prologue runs? I don't know. That being said, we got some tips in the last episode, so we're going to do a quick rundown of them since I found this list right here between episodes. So yeah, tips list. So we'll start off with John Teeter. I don't know. This is actually a lot of people probably already know about him, but since this is an actual thing that happened, but yeah, so. A self-proclaimed time traveler from 2036 who appeared on an American internet message board in November of 2000. The internet went into an uproar, flooding the board with questions and debate. Teeter posted pictures of his time machine and its control manual, as well as diagrams illustrating time machine mechanics. He also disclosed information on near-future events, time travel physics, history intervention, the multiverse timelines, and world lines. And then 4 months after his appearance, he left a comment saying, "I will be leaving this world line shortly, and this will be my final post," and disappeared. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, this actually happened. This is an actual thing that happened. Look up John Teeter and be amazed, be surprised, because this is an actual thing that happened. Yes, it's probably a fraud, but you know, it's very, very, very interesting stuff to read up on. So, if nothing else, it makes for a good read. Take it with a pinch of salt. I mean, obviously, when you're discussing things such as time travel and stuff like that, you always have to take it with a pinch of salt, a grain of salt, what have you. But you know, it's something that makes for a very interesting discussion, definitely, and it makes for a very interesting read. Next up, capsule toys. Who doesn't know what capsule toys are at this point? Vending machine that dispenses small toys at random. One cannot tell what the toy is before opening the capsule. EM waves, also known as electromagnetic waves. Waves that exhibit properties of both electricity and magnetism, first formally postulated by Maxwell in 1864. The electric field and magnetic field's oscillations cause them to mutually propagate each other, resulting in a wave that radiates through its surroundings. This is why it's called electromagnetic radiation. EM waves are divided by frequency into radio waves, infrared light, visible light, ultraviolet light, X-rays, and gamma rays. And for those of you who don't know, an electromagnetic pulse is produced during nuclear fusion. Also, an example being an atomic bomb going off. So keep that in mind, especially given the state of the world right now. So next is RailNet Kakaru. This is fictional. Okay, so they do put fictional in front of fictional entries. So keep that in mind. All the other ones up till now, this is a fictional company and stuff like that. So obviously EM waves are well known, and anybody who doesn't know what they are really needs to take a science class. But same with John Teeter, that was a real thing. It actually happened. It is nonfiction. Whether or not his stories are nonfiction is up for debate. Very heavy debate. But yeah. Popular manga serialized in Loco Loco Comics. The 3rd season of the anime adaptation is currently airing on TOTV, probably Tokyo TV. That's probably a fictional variation of TBS, which is the Tokyo Broadcasting Station, Tokyo Broadcasting System, whatever it is. Anyway, although the series is ostensibly aimed at children, the realistic themes depicted also appeal to adults. More and more children are learning about the internet through this anime. It has reached the point where some school scholars claim that children are better informed than their parents with regard to internet issues. Some people are even calling this new generation Rynet children. That's actually really cool. I like that. Some politicians and organizations have strongly criticized the series for encouraging children to become like hikikomori by idealizing boys and girls who are obsessed with computers. That's a bit of a controversial thing, I guess, but however, a majority of adults praise the series for teaching children about the possibilities of the internet morality, copyright infringement, and privacy protection. That's all a lot. Those are all very good things for people for kids to learn about. Especially that internet morality thing. We need a bit of that right now, if you ask me. This has contributed to Rynet's success. Although the series stimulates intellectual curiosity, it is not merely an educational program. As Kakeru battles terrorists in cyberspace, his techniques and programs are represented as virtual robots, while his enemies' viruses take the form of It's fucking Mega Man! It's Mega Man! It's fucking Mega Man. It's a modern take on Mega Man. This makes the confrontations easy to visualize, with well-timed perspective changes depicting both the protagonist's techniques inside the computer and his friend's teamwork outside the computer. It's Mega Man! Seriously. Well, also known as Rockman, depending on where you live. The organization is the organization, nothing more, nothing less. Its formal name is something else, but I wonder if its formal name is Nozomi. That being said, but even uttering that name is a death wish. For that reason, all who know of its existence call it simply the organization. That's very informative, by the way. Thank you a lot for that. Nah. True name. The name that describes one's true essence. Soul name. I can get behind that. Sure, why not? Attractive though she may be, there is no innocence in her eyes. I will agree, she is cute. A beautiful agent, unmatched in cruelty. My heart beats in exhilaration from the danger. Looks like chaos really does get my blood pumping. I just need to ask you something. What makes you think I'll answer? I know how the organization operates. What's with this organization stuff? Instead of answering, I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me, I've been caught by an organization agent. Yes, it's Makise Kurisu. She's a dangerous one. No, it's fine. I'll find a way to. Kurisu suddenly snatches the phone from my hand. What skill? I didn't have time to react. What are you doing? Huh? Your phone's off. Who are you talking to? Her eyes pierce deep into my soul. I quickly look away. She's good. Is she trying to attack my sense of identity in order to cause a mental break? Recover. This isn't enough to sway me. Your techniques don't work on me, but I'll tell you anyway. That's no ordinary phone. It's designed to deactivate the moment it leaves my hand. Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy. I know things that could get me killed. You know, when you think about it, a phone like that isn't that far of a stretch, considering how many phones have fingerprint sensors nowadays. And some phones have them on the back, so you could technically program a phone to turn off if your finger ever leaves the sensor, which would be a bit of a hassle for those who have a fingerprint sensor on the bottom front of the phone. I understand that, but for phones like the Pixel, which is what I have, it could very easily be done, considering the fingerprint sensor is right on the back where you usually hold the phone. So it would actually make sense for some phones to do that as a form of security in the future, though honestly I think he's bluffing. So there is that. Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy. I know things that could get me killed. I quickly retrieved my phone and wiped the cold sweat off my forehead. Whew, that was close. So you talk to yourself. This is bad. Ordinary methods don't work on Makise Kurisu, the genius girl. On the contrary, she's the one psyching me out. Damn, looks like I'll have to make a tactical retreat. If I can just find an opening. Suddenly, Kurisu steps up to me with a serious expression. She stares right at me, her huge eyes blazing with strength of will. Such fire, I can't look away. Could someone with such pure eyes really be an organization agent? What were you trying to tell me earlier? Earlier? What are you talking about? About 15 minutes ago, before the conference started. Nonsense, this is the first time we've met. I was with Mayuri and that Upa toy 15 minutes ago. You were trying to tell me something, right? You looked really upset. Is this a trap? It does seem like one of the organization's dirty tricks. But would this girl do something that underhanded? You look like you were going to start crying any second. Why? Have we met before? She seems sincere. That makes her even more suspicious. That's right, don't let her beauty fool you. She's a cold, calculating secret agent. If I show the slightest vulnerability, I'm done for. And how do you know my name? My knowledge has no limits. I'm a mad scientist, after all. Genius girl, our next meeting shall be as enemies. Huh? Farewell. Okay, that was awkward. I spin around and take off down the stairs, ignoring her call to stop, like I'd listened to the enemy. I think you're delusional, but damn the organization, they must be serious if they're sending in agents like her. But you know, being delusional makes sense in this universe, considering this is the same universe as Chaos Head, where delusions become reality and reality becomes delusions. It's a very intricate balancing act, if you ask me. And so it makes a bit of sense that this isn't making much sense right now. It's going to make sense later. After all, this is a story about time travel and all that stuff, so chances are I did meet with her 15 minutes ago. It's just, I haven't met her yet. I haven't met her 15 minutes ago yet, if that makes sense. Yeah, you gotta think like that. You gotta think out of order when you're dealing with time travel, because you never know where in someone's timeline you actually are. You could meet someone today, they'd be like, let's say, for reference in the extremes, let's say you meet someone today and they're 10 years old. You meet the same person tomorrow and they're 50. That would make you the time traveler. Say you meet the same person. Say you met somebody like 10 or so years ago, and you meet that person again today, and they look almost identical to the way they did 10 years ago. In that case, they'd be the time traveler. But it's you have to think out of chronological order if you're thinking about time travel. It can be very confusing and it messes with a lot of people's heads. That's why a lot of people had a hard time with the ending of BioShock Infinite. To me, it made perfect sense. But to a lot of people, they're like, we need to theorize on this, and we need to think hard on this and stuff like that. But to me, it came naturally. I understood the ending to BioShock Infinite very clearly when I was watching it. And it's like, I can't believe people are having a hard time understanding this. But maybe that's just how my mind works. Whatever. Carrying on. I run all the way down to the 4th floor and check behind me. Once I'm convinced Makise Kurisu's not tailing me, I sigh while rubbing my temples. But I can't let them capture me yet. Well then, what do I do now? My mission was to attend the conference and evaluate Dr. Nakabachi's research. Now that I know he's a fraud, there's no real point in going back. I guess I'll just go home. Dude! Yes, you are. But wait, aren't I forgetting something important? Yes, you are. Go back and get your freaking childhood friend, man. What's the matter with you? Let's see now. What is it? Damn. I left Mayuri behind. Mayuri. I knew she'd be a liability. I shouldn't have brought her along. I was trying to prioritize her safety, but got careless. I'll try calling her first. If she's alright, then I can just have her meet me here. With that thought in mind, I take out my phone, I turn it on, and it rings just as I do. An email. It's not just a regular email, there's a video attached. And it's from an unknown address. I open the video file with some trepidation. There's nothing but noise. Is this a prank or some sort of Makise Kurisu's style attack? Maybe the noise is some sort of make people go crazy frequency. No, wait. I don't remember giving her my mail address, so I'm probably just thinking too hard. I curse myself for being gullible enough to play the video. I have more pressing matters to deal with anyway. I stop the video and call Mayuri's. I keep saying Mayuri, but they pronounce it Mayuri. That's my phonetic thinking for you, but whatever. I mean, look at how I say my name, Hanyou. I know it's pronounced Hanyou. I know that for a fact, but I continue calling myself Hanyou because that's what I've called myself for over a decade now, and it's just like ingrained in my mind. So it's kind of hard to stop calling yourself something you've been calling yourself for over 10 years. So yeah, I sometimes feel like I should start calling myself Hanyou, but I don't know. I know it's the right way to say it, but it sounds weird to me. Mayuri. Phone from my address book. Carrying on.
Mayuri, なぜ出ない?
Damn it, Mayuri. Why won't you pick up? Looks like I'll have to go back to the assembly hall. But things will get messy if I bump heads with Makise Kurisu again. Wait, don't tell me. Did that femme fatale kidnap Mayuri? Damn you. Is that how the organization operates? Leaving without Mayuri isn't an option. Call me overprotective, but she's like a little sister to me, and that's very real. And there's a very real danger that she might wander off somewhere the moment I let her out of my sight. Mayuri has always been like that. I never know if she'll be there when I turn to look. In a sense, that's why I became Hoin Kiyoma. I have to go back for her, of course. The thought of climbing back to the 8th floor is depressing, but I have no choice. When I get back to the assembly hall, Dr. Nakabachi's conference has just finished. Nobody is on stage, and the phony inventor has already left. The 20 or so members of the audience are starting to pack up. I soon find Mayuri. She's in the corner looking lost. Well, at least she wasn't kidnapped. Even better, I don't see Makise. I swapped some letters there. Kurisu anywhere. Looks like I scared her off. So be it. I'll let her go this time. Still, I keep my eyes peeled as I run up to Mayuri.
Mayuri, なぜ電話に出ない?
Why didn't you pick up? We're leaving. Ocarina. My Metalupa ran away. She turns to me with a forlorn expression. いなくなった? Ran away?
勝手に動き出したのか?
What? It's alive?
それは実にファンタジー。
That's a little hard to believe. I think I dropped it. I see, so she was looking for it. Not like it really matters.
見つからないなら諦めろ。
Forget about it. You can always get another one. No way. Metalupas sell upwards of 10,000 yen online. You know?
No.
Wait. What? Yeah, that's my expression right now. That is a lot. Hold on a second. I gotta do this again. Even though I know it won't be accurate, considering I know this takes place in the future, right? So we're going off modern prices. 10,000 yen to US dollars. Okay, it's not that much, but it's a lot for a little toy. It's basically $95.67. That's not. That is very expensive for a tiny little toy, but that's not as bad as I thought it was. I usually go by the standard because it's still somewhat accurate. It's rough, obviously, since in this case it'd be off by $5. But I usually go by the estimate of if you take 2 zeros off the end of the yen, that's how many US dollars you get. Basically, 100 yen is $1. But that's not completely accurate, but it's pretty close. It's a rough estimate, and is usually what the yen sits around. So while it might not be completely accurate, it's usually pretty close. So in that case, it would have been about $100, which is about $5 off, but, you know. 5%, a 5% give or take is acceptable, I guess, in my thing, so whatever. Wait, what? That toy was worth that much?
マユリを一体どこ
Think
で落としたのだ
Mayuri. Keep saying Mayuri. Mayuri, where did you drop it?
わかんないから探して
I
る
don't
んだよ
know, that's why I'm looking. And even if we find it, you can't sell it, okay?
その1万円この俺の研
That
究資金にし
10,000 yen
てや
will
る
fund my research. $95 will fund your research. Your research must not cost that much.
だから売らないけど
I said you can't sell it.
マユシーの名前書いちゃったし
It even has Mayushi's name on it. Thus begins our search for the Metalupa.
トゥッテルーウーパさんウーパさん出ておいで
Come out, wherever you are. Mayuri tries calling its name, but I don't know if she truly expects a response. By the way, Tuturu is Mayuri's catchphrase. It means... Actually, I've never bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the Metalupa is nowhere to be found. Maybe she didn't drop it in the assembly hall, but on the 7th floor landing near the capsule toy machines. Another possibility is that someone with an eye for rare items pilfered it. Just imagining the smug grin on that person's face makes me writhe in envy. What kind of man steals a helpless girl's toy? Is there nothing in his heart but the lust for money?
オカリンもね
Sounds like you, Okarin. Gee, thanks, Mayuri. Whoa, wasn't expecting that from Mayuri. Okay. What was that?
悲鳴かな
Was that a scream? I think so. Only the presenter and a few other people are left in the assembly hall. Including Mayuri and me, less than half of the audience remains. Everyone looks at each other anxiously, startled by the scream. Everyone, even I, cannot suppress a shiver. First the explosion on the roof, now this. What's going on here? Mayuri squeezes my hand tight.
マユリここにいろ
Stay here, Mayuri. Take a deep breath, I take a deep breath, prepare myself, and head in the direction of the scream. I'm going to go ahead and assume the doctor's dead. The echoes lead me down a dark, empty hallway on the same floor. I'm pretty sure it came from around that corner. I crouch down and turn the corner slowly, keeping my eyes and ears peeled for any sign of danger. And there, at the end of the passage, I see it. There's someone on the ground. No, someone. Wait, did I say something then? Yeah, there's something on the ground. No, someone. Motionless. Who is it? The clothes are familiar. It can't be. What? It's the girl? Makise Kurisu. Her face is turned away, but I know it's her. The impertinent genius girl I just fought with 10 minutes ago is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. Oh, well. I didn't expect her to die, at least not that soon. I mean, no, I don't really expect anyone to die, but this Given the series, given how Chaos Head was, well, Chaos Head really didn't have much death now that I think about it. So it actually, I'm not sure why I was sort of expecting it, but, well, I mean, obviously we knew someone was going to die because of the intro, but at the same time, it's very interesting. I wouldn't have expected someone we just met to die that quickly, but then again, in Danganronpa, the death started fairly quickly there too, but I'm getting off track. Is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. She's dead. No. But why? Suddenly I realize that I'm shaking. I want to run away. I shouldn't have come. This is wrong. Someone killed Makise Kurisu. There's no other explanation. Who would do such a thing? There's no one else here. I twist around in shock. Some other men have followed me. And even one of them is ghastly pale. And every one of them is ghastly pale. They must have seen the body. Call the police! The man cries out in panic. At this, everyone else starts screaming and running away. I follow them, of course. There's absolutely no reason to stay here. Concern for Makise Kurisu is superseded by my instinctive urge to flee. When I get back to the assembly hall, Mayuri is waiting for me with tears in her eyes.
Okari, どうしたの?
What happened, Okarin? We're leaving. I grab Mayuri's hand and run. I race down the stairs, trying to drive the image of Kurisu's dead body from my mind. So that's why the me that she met was in tears. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense now, but well, not in tears, but looked like he was going to cry. But I can't. The redness of her blood is burned into my mind more than the sight of the body itself. That was my first time seeing a dead body. Is this what it's like? When I realized that she was dead, I felt chilling terror and a surge of nausea. But that was all I felt. But that was all I felt. Fear and disgust. Shouldn't there be something more? I guess I just didn't know her that well. Alright, we're going to be ending this episode here, so if you enjoyed it, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more content in the future. And until next time, everybody, have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.